A somewhat patriotic feel to set the stage in this one. The colored wheel of the USA on display, a couple of teams who don the red and blue. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kansas offense will go to work first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his big tight end. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Wants to throw. It's Peterson. Hauls it in. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out. You recover it, a forced turnover.
He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Touchdown, Rebels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see him ran so successful.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quick completion to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love this defense's ability. Right off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to pass, it's Peterson. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, a first-half turnover to swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Rides to back and leaves it. Hard running there. Taking it the other way. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. So the problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown in those quick...
Pick off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover. On the ground, it's Ambrose. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quarterback feeling that. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just turning it on.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Right midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires on the move. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Here comes the heat. The throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Marshall. It's complete on the right side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilcox. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try it over the left side. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Marshall. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Running into the open space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He's now up to 83 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Using his legs to buy some time. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The offense has been really productive both ways, both scoring and giving up the ball, David.
Yeah, the boom or bust offense is not good. Like, we have to take care of the football. It's a premium to take care of the football. Every time you've taken care of it, Palmer, you've driven down the field and had successful drives.
I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest. Turning the ball over this much and still having the lead, but their defense and special teams have done their part. Offensively now, just do your job, and you're probably pulling away in this one.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll run the RPO and throw it right across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Marshall. Makes the grab on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. So now it's 2nd and long. They're testing the right side here. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Ambrose. Fights off a defender. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Peterson. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that.
He's going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air. It's Marshall. Got his man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He'll pull it on the read. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to...
Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it, fired, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is it.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Peterson. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have...
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career trying to perfect his accuracy on these difficult throws.
Zings it complete to the right.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative slip.